Welcome to the Woof, where we discuss everything dog-related. If you love dogs as much as we do, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe. Despite their name, the Australian Shepherd dog breed originated in the western United States, not Australia, around the time of the gold rush in the 1840s. Originally bred to herd livestock, they remain a working dog at heart. Let's see if this breed is the right one for you. Slightly longer than he is tall, the Australian Shepherd stands 20 to 23 inches tall at the shoulder for males, 18 to 21 inches for females. On average, males weigh between 50 and 65 pounds, females 40 to 55 pounds. You may see advertisements for dogs called teacup, toy, or miniature Australian Shepherds. Australian Shepherd breeders don't recognize these dogs as true Australian Shepherds. The breed is meant to be a functional working dog capable of herding tough stock for miles in rough country or snowdrifts, and it has no smaller size varieties. Solid, muscular, and robust, the Australian Shepherd size is medium, and this is an athletic dog who looks like they are built to work. Slightly longer than they are tall, Aussies have a medium length coat that should be straight or very slightly waved, with a thick weather-resistant undercoat. Tails, if present, should carry decent feathering and be set in line with the croup, the muscular area on the bum of the dog. Some are born naturally tailless. As for the Australian Shepherd colors, they can be black, blue merle, and red, and might feature tan points. The Australian Shepherd is considered an overall healthy breed with a lifespan of 12 to 15 years, though certain issues like elbow and hip dysplasia and hereditary eye problems can occur. The United States Australian Shepherd Association recommends breeders test for cataracts, autoimmune thyroiditis, drug sensitivities, and collie eye anomaly to avoid passing on to their litters. Of course, not all Aussies will encounter serious health issues, but it's important to be aware of these concerns when considering this breed. While rare, Aussies with double merle characteristics, meaning they have a predominantly white coat, may be more prone to hearing and sight impairments. Despite this, these Aussies can still live long, healthy lives with proper care. Australian Shepherds are smart, driven, and love a job to do. Training isn't just a good idea, it's essential to maintaining their mental health. The good news is Aussies love to learn. Dog training is a key part of building a relationship with your Aussie. If you get an Australian Shepherd puppy, join a group puppy class as soon as they're old enough. The Socialization and Training Foundation will set you up for success. And if you adopt an adult Aussie, group obedience classes are still a great way to work on socialization and nail the basics. Once your Australian Shepherd has the basics down, you can train them to do tricks and tasks like cleaning up toys or bringing you your slippers. Whatever kind of training you're doing, start out in quiet, distraction-free environments and be consistent. It helps to exercise them beforehand and stick to short, focused training sessions with lots of positive reinforcement. Though these traditional ranching dogs have adapted to living situations for today's modern owner, they do require access to a decent amount of outdoor space to be properly exercised. You don't have to own an acreage to keep an Aussie happy, though that might be an ideal setup for this active breed. A house with a large, fenced-in yard will suffice. Because of their activity needs, Aussies aren't the best match for apartment living unless you're able to get outside for a stimulating walk, hike, or game of frisbee at the dog park for at least 40 minutes every day. This energetic working dog needs plenty of vigorous exercise to stay in shape, mentally and physically, or better yet, some real work to do. Very intelligent and craving a good challenge, they need to be taken on a daily, brisk, long walk, jog, or run alongside you when you bicycle. If under-exercised, this breed can become restless and destructive. There's no doubt about it, Aussies were bred to work. Because these pups historically spent hours alongside their owners in the fields herding sheep and cattle, they require ample daily exercise, mental stimulation, and obedience training to be their happiest. Hiking, running, never-ending games of fetch, and agility course training are great ways to keep your Aussie happy, healthy, and adequately exercised, especially if you're not planning to herd sheep with them out in the fields all day. While they're not considered aggressive, it's important to note that the Aussie's extremely loyal nature means they may be somewhat territorial. They typically will shy away from strangers, preferring to stick to their owner's side, earning the affectionate moniker of a Velcro dog. As they were bred to be protective, they'll sound the alarm at the sight of strangers. If you're wondering whether the Australian Shepherd sheds, the answer is yes. The breed sheds year-round, but more heavily during spring as he loses his winter coat. Brush the Aussie's coat weekly, perhaps more often during shedding season, to prevent matting. An undercoat rake is also handy for removing excess hair. Mats are common behind the ears, and you may need to work through them with a stripping comb. You can find any of these grooming tools in a good pet supply store. If you keep him brushed, your Aussie should need a bath only when he's dirty, which probably won't be more than a few times a year. Use a shampoo made for dogs to avoid drying out his skin and coat. Recommended daily amount of food is 1.5 to 2.5 cups of high-quality dry food a day, divided into 2 meals. The quality of dog food you buy also makes a difference. The better the dog food, the further it will go toward nourishing your dog. Keep your Aussie in good shape by measuring his food and feeding him twice a day rather than leaving food out all the time. With a dog as energetic and smart as the Aussie, it's equally important to care for your dog's mental needs as well as their physical ones. Aussies need plenty of mental stimulation to stave off boredom. Dogs get frustrated, they get bored, they start becoming destructive, or they start acting out because they're either fearful or they're deciding they're going to start calling the shots. And this definitely applies to the Australian Shepherd. With this breed, obedience and boundaries are a must. Australian Shepherds are herding dogs, and many consider kids part of their flock. So you'll need to teach your Aussie that chasing and nipping at kids to herd them isn't allowed. Once they learn this lesson, Aussies make wonderful companions for families with kids. They can get along with other pets, too, although they may try to herd them. This may not go over too well, especially with cats. Keep an eye on your Aussie when other pets are around until he learns that they're not members of his flock. Is an Australian Shepherd dog for you? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and it helped you out in any way, please give us a like and hit that subscribe button. See you guys in the next video.